How's it going, guys? It's your boy, the One Signal here, and welcome to something different than what I usually do. Today we have a very special someone, and it's very someone who's seriously a badass in the game industry. So, today here we have John J. Dick. Welcome, brother. How you doing?
Hey, good to be here. Good to be here. Always happy to chat with fans and friends.
Cool, appreciate that. So, the first question I got for you, right? It's like, how have you been after 25 years? So it hits the mark this year of 25 years of Serious Sam. I know you didn't do consistently 25 years of Serious Sam, but since Serious Sam has dropped from 2001 to now, how does it feel to still be playing it, or not playing it, but voicing it now,
Oh,
like for Shadowverse and stuff and all that?
yeah, no, it's great. It's great. I mean, it's not my regular job. Is I'm just a gamer. But like every couple years, there'll be a new Serious Sam game come out, and they'll call me and say, "Hey, you want to hop in the studio?" I'll be like, "Oh, hell yeah, brother!" And then we'll just knock it out and do it, and it's fun. And I go back to my regular life.
Yeah, that's very different to hear. I like to hear that. I like to hear that it's just like you're just a normal guy. So, yeah. That's okay. That's cool. And so you haven't like once gotten bored of like playing that after so many years. You haven't once felt like I'm kind of tired of this character because compared to like to other voice actors or even actors in general, especially one I could kind of name off the top of my head, like the actor for James Bond, Daniel Craig. I know he got tired of playing that character. So have you ever felt once like I'm kind of tired of this character? You know?
Well, no, not really. No, no, because a lot of his personality is based on me, but
Mm.
cranked up to 11,
Okay.
But so it's just me being me, but like in a big way. And it's not like I'm in the studio for 6 months out of the year. They just, haul me in for a few weekends every time a game's being made. So it never really gets overdone for me.
Okay, that's cool. It's good to know. Another question I have too, because I was just trying to look up that last interview you did, which was back in 2017, and I was like, you know what? Let's see how much time has passed and the experiences that he's experiencing, and like new questions to ask. For you, when did you notice the game start blowing up, and when did you know like, oh wow, this character I did is blowing up, or the game I'm doing is blowing up? Like, when did you notice that?
Well, it blew up pretty fast. I mean, right when the first one was announced,
Hmm.
there was an interview with Roman, the CEO of Crow Team, on Old Man Murray,
Hmm.
and it started gathering buzz right then. And that's back when they were just a small indie team. They didn't have a budget. That was before I was even hired. And I was like, oh, wow, this game looks fun. So I played the demo that was released for free online. And I was like, holy shit, this game's awesome. Wrote and wrote him an email and said, "Hey, if you guys need a voice actor, sign me up." And it happened. And then, like as soon as all that started happening, they sent out like this mass email, or they had a message board with people who were starting to become fans exponentially.
Mm.
And we put out this call, so we're going to be talking some shit in the game. What are some one-liners? And like then everybody from all over the internet just started like suggesting one-liners,
Yeah, yeah.
and and it just grew, and like it was this big community dog pile of voice acting lines, and I recorded every last one of them.
Oh
I mean,
wow.
only like maybe 10% of them made it into the game, but
Oh
I
wow. Okay.
recorded every one of them, and we released them all for free online too, so for anybody to use in mods or anything like that.
Oh wow, that's cool. Wow, that's actually really dope. I did not find that online. That's really dope. Um, okay. So for that, I have a follow up question. So the voice lines. So I know, because I know you have a post from Reddit like 11 years ago. I don't know if you still use your Reddit. Um, and then I noticed that you were just doing an introduction, like, hey, I'm the voice actor for Serious Sam. My name's John Dijic. And I know someone asked you in one of the comments saying how much creative control did you have for the games. And I know from what you wrote, you said that I know in Serious Sam 1 you were just winging it and you were just saying what you can come off on the fly.
Oh yeah.
And some of the script writers would have some suggestions for you. Did you have more control on Serious Sam 1 or creative control?
Well, Yeah, the creative control on Serious Sam 1 was, I mean, I was coming up with a lot of the lines just off the cuff, off the top of my head. But, I was reading anything that anybody put out there.
Mm.
And there was no real like plot or storyline or anything. We just kind of made it up as we went. Serious Sam 2, the second encounter, the second encounter,
Yeah.
similar thing, but we had a budget then and we were trying to get a little bit more structured. So they kind of, they didn't have as much community involvement, but I was still reading alternate takes and a lot of my random, garbage that I was spewing made into the game there too. It Serious Sam 2, the one that everybody forgot about.
Oh yeah, I read into that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that one was pretty much scripted. I mean, I was still doing alternate lines, but they kind of had a story going on there. They were starting to gel into a little bit more script writing, but they didn't have like a professional script writer or anything. Um,
Yeah, because I know
and
he.
then,
My bad. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
well, I was just going to go to the next game and just say, they started getting more serious about it.
Yeah.
I think they brought on a professional writer for BFE.
Hmm.
And then I'm not sure if Jonas did that one or not, but I know Jonas was very much part of the script writing team, starting with the Talos Principle
Yeah.
and then on Serious Sam 4. So, yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I asked that was because I know. With another follow up question too is that I know for Serious Sam 3 because you also wrote a comment back to the person who asked you a question that you had no little to no creative control for Serious Sam 3. So I wanted to ask like from Serious Sam first encounter and to Serious Sam 3 and Serious Sam first encounter, I know that experience of like just coming with stuff off the fly, it can kind of just be fun, I'm assuming, and more like creative and more, kind of just like delving into like the character and just trying to figure it out compared to Serious Sam 3 where you had little to no creative control and you have to follow by the script. And I'm assuming they weren't lenient, like if you wanted to go with something off the fly or what do you call that? What's that one word?
Off the cuff, just make stuff
Yeah,
up, do alternate takes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That they do you feel like it's better where you can go by the script, or do you feel like it's better where in first encounter where you can come off the fly and say things, whatever comes to your mind?
A little bit of both. I mean, I think I like the way we kind of grooved into it eventually, where we'd have a script. So I'd have some pre written lines, but
Mm-hmm.
during the recording studio process, if thought of something that would fit a little bit better or more in character or an alternate way of saying something, then I would just do it as an alternate take and, let them decide at the other end which one to use.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad they did that. Now, kind of, I don't really need to ask it, but I just want to ask it. So for Talos Principle, I haven't played that game yet, but I heard that it's pretty good. Um,
Oh yeah.
I know for that one you did a voiceover DLC, and I think you also wrote in the comment section that you did 75% of the lines, like you wrote on your own, like you wrote 75% of the lines of yourself. I don't know if you got 75% of those lines into the game, but did you or no?
Gosh, that was a while back, but yeah, the Talos Principle DLC. I mean, because they made the game, and then afterwards there were a lot of people saying, "Hey, can we get a Serious Sam DLC for it?" So we just kind of threw that shit together, man. It was just we because I had already played through the original game by that point, so I kind of knew what was going on in the game. So I just kind of went into it with the mindset, okay, I'm serious Sam, but I'm God in this digital world, so how would I do this? And we just kind of made that one up as we went. Yeah,
That's cool,
that was
man.
a lot of fun.
That's good, man. I need to play it. I literally would just play it just because you're in it. Nah, I'm just playing. No, I should play it just to experience the actual game. I know I was looking at it
Oh,
on
it's a
this on.
it's
Go,
a great puzzle game. Yeah, dude, you owe it to yourself to play it. It's not a boring puzzle game because it's in first person and
yeah.
it's really engaging. And the basic mechanics of the puzzle are really easy to figure out.
Mhm.
But it's the way they interplay with each other that just like adds a whole level of depth. It was really well made.
For sure, I need to look into because right now Steam's having a sale, so I for sure should look into it. Um, Now, so for games, uh, I also did a little bit of research because I think another someone in Reddit asked you if what games do you play or still go back to. I know in the interview you had in 2017, I think they changed like what games you still play, but I'm just gonna go off from the Reddit post because that one of the games that you listed was actually a game that defined the FPS genre. Do you still like Half Life and do you still play it and go back to it?
Oh, Half-Life is a classic,
Yeah.
absolutely. I like to play those games in a while, but God, last time I played Half-Life was maybe about a year and a half ago. I think I played the Half-Life 2 VR mod.
I was gonna bring that up.
So that,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was really good, and I loved Alex too. Um, but but yeah, every once in a while I like to revisit those old franchises, and the Half-Life series is definitely one of those I like going back to.
Yeah, that defined that FPS genre. I think that was like ahead of its time for sure. Yeah, I just wanted to get to know if you still play that game because I'm sure it. I don't know if it drew inspiration for voicing. I mean, I know there's no character voicing Gordon Freeman, but just to get into like that world of like FPS and just like I'm sure they gave you like storyboards of how the game was gonna look or any pictures of how the game was gonna look or while you were doing the voice
Not
lines.
really, no,
No. Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I mean, no. I mean, they usually had somebody there to describe to me what was going on in the game at that point.
Mm,
But no, I don't think I've ever. Well, no. I think in the first one they gave me a uh, a, a a beta build of the game to play through, so I could kind of play through
mm,
it. And then we went back and came up with lines that we were coming up with for him to shout, but we didn't really have a plot in mind there. We just say, "Oh, that spot where the NAR pops out. Oh yeah, and then, how about we say this?"
That's
So that was kind of what happened there. But once they started actually getting the actual plot and the cutscenes and everything put together, they just describe them to me, because usually what they'll do is they'll take the voice and then build the cutscene after the voice line so they can get the lip syncing and the timing right.
yeah, yeah. Because I haven't played the original, like the original. I mean, I have the original, but I played the HD first encounter first. Um,
Yeah,
I did play a little bit of the original, just like maybe like the I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe is it called Hashpa? The first mission is called Hashpa, right?
Hatshepsut.
Hashetsu. Okay, there you go. 'Cause I swear, like me and my brother were trying to like, well, how do you say this?
Yeah, Hap
But
Hatshepsut. That's an actual
Hashetsu.
location in Egypt, and I've been there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you say that? I have a hard time with words sometimes of pronouncing them, so I'm like, okay. That's cool. I actually didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I should send you a picture. I actually did a pose um on the ground in front of the stairs where Serious Sam starts at the
okay.
very beginning of the first game. I kneeled down on the ground and had somebody take a picture of me sitting right there.
That's
I'll have to
cool.
send that to you.
I never knew that was a. I'm surprised they because I know now, at least from the knowledge I know, is that I know if you use real places, you can get kind of like I guess like it was be a copyright issue, right? I never knew that you could use like real locations or
No, I'm not. I don't think
I
so.
don't
I
think.
mean, maybe in some very specific locations,
Uh,
but Egypt has always been really um, uh, uh, helpful with, not helpful, but Egypt has always been really good at allowing people to,
mm,
use their locations to help promote Egyptian tourism, as long as you aren't being derogatory
yeah.
about Egyptian culture or anything, of course.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's good to know. I never knew that. That's actually really, really new for me. So that's really good to know. All right. So I know originally for because I was watching another interview with David Hunsky, if I'm saying that correctly. I know he was the chief creative officer of Crow Team around that time. I don't know
David.
if he's
Oh, Davor. Yeah.
yeah. I know he was the chief creative officer of Crow Team still at that time from when that interview was posted.
Yeah.
It's very crazy to me how they were originally going to make it 2D like the original Wolfenstein. Um, and I guess since Duke Nukem came out in 1996 when they had the up and down looking up and down, but I know like they kept it where it was like first it was just the Wolfenstein, just looking straight. You can't move. You can only move, but you can't look around, or you can't look up and down. And then I know when
Right.
Duke Nukem came out, they were like, "Oh, let's add that to the whole looking up and down thing to our game." And then I guess Quake came out and it was 3D, and they were like, "Fuck, we need to do what Quake is doing," and they added that. And then I know they printed out game designs documents for 30 publishers, and like 28 of them didn't respond, and like the two of them that were left said no. And so I know the game was basically saved by releasing a demo online. And I
Yep.
guess this one article post by Old Man Murray was like, I guess they would do this whole little segment of like, let's see, that's another question I'm gonna ask you too, is let's see if we can find a crate in like how many seconds in like those old FPS shooter games. And I guess like
Yep.
Duke Nukem was like 2.5 seconds, and I guess they played the demo of Serious Sam, which I think, what level was it? I think it was Karnak, right? The level was Karnak for the
Yeah.
demo.
Karnak was the first level in the demo. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well,
I guess
was
they
the
were
level
like,
in the demo.
there's no crate, and I guess that made them have like a good, I guess like that was a good thing for the Serious Sam creators, and it brought a lot of attention because of that. And I just
Oh
find that
yeah.
kind of fucking funny. Like it's like, okay, there's no crates, so this is a great game. So I was like, okay, and is the crates the Easter egg in Serious Sam? Is that have any connection towards that? Where you know how
Oh,
like
it's on 100%. You're talking about the pyramid of crates that you find as the Easter egg.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that is 100% because of that. Like the lore, the story behind it. I don't know if they mentioned it in the game. I don't remember. But
Mhm.
the reason they did that was where they took and they hid all the crates from the entire game was in that one pyramid, just
Hmm.
so they could get a good review on Old Man Murray. It was yeah.
That's very interesting. Oh my god. Um. So, question: what is your favorite Serious Sam game so far? I know we since the last interview we have the Serious Sam 4 just came out in 2020. And I know
Yeah.
Shadowverse is also about to come out later this year. What is now after all these games have time has passed? Which one is your favorite one for sure? And do you still
Well, I
play
haven't.
them?
Oh yeah. I go through them every once in a while. I like the VR ports of them. Actually,
Mm.
I've been really big on VR gaming lately. I haven't had a chance to play Shadowverse yet. I think they just released a public test. I should probably download it and check it out, but I can't say whether that one's my favorite or not because,
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't finished yet. Let's see. If I had to say my favorite, God, it depends. I mean, I love the fast-paced action in like the first one because it's just raw and visceral. But really, I think I would have to say my favorite would be BFE, the third one, Serious Sam 3.
Yeah, that one is I like the and see I was reading a lot of comments right about people like just like because people can be fucking negative, man. Like they can really shit
Oh
on
yeah.
something, bro. And I'm like, and I remember they're like, oh, like the only thing I've seen bad about Serious Sam 3 it will probably have to be just the performance issues, which I know that was like bad on like PS3, which PS3 I'm gonna be honest, like I heard like the hardware for that was just shit.
I'm all about that PC Master Race life.
Yeah.
So.
Just like my brother, yeah. My brother but every time I bring up console, he just like shits on me, like, bro, that shit's ass. Just no more of that. Like he would tell me like we're already gone through that phase. It's PC time. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to disparage anybody for how they prefer to game,
yeah.
but just so long as they realize that PCs are better, you know.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, cause dude, I found out about the game about literally almost like I think at the end of May, before my birthday, because Serious Sam, the collection, I like because I said I was like for my birthday, cause my birthday's June 1st, so I was like, they were telling me, oh, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, you know what game have I not played? And I saw, or I don't own physically, because I'm a big physical media fucking nut. So I was like, oh look, there's Serious Sam here. I'm like, you can give me this, and I got it. and I played it, and I was like, oh, this is fun. And then I saw on my PS5 that they had it for like $8, and I was like, oh shit, I was like, let me just play it on here. It's gonna run better, you know. I'm sure the controls will be different, and yeah, it was great. I was like, wow, this like I remember just playing it for like the first 15 minutes, and I was like, dude, this music, like the music for the first level was just absolutely just like beautiful. Like me and my brother would
Oh
be like,
yeah,
damn, this fucking song is great. Like,
Damien, the
yes,
musician. Yo, he's a fucking genius. I love that guy. And then Undercode, was Undercode writing the music, the rock music for the first one, or did they come in on? I don't remember when they came. I think they might have been there, but dude, they're fucking great too. I visited Croatia a couple years ago and just partied with Undercode the entire time. Dude, it was great. They can almost keep up with me in drinking, which is saying something.
I think I seen a picture like that on your Facebook, dude. I think you were drinking, and I was like, this guy's funny. I'm like, this guy's just, dude. Like, I mean, I know you don't like to call yourself a celebrity, but like, dude, like, I mean, and if you don't want to have that label on, that's fine. I think for me, it's more of like your voice is just so fucking funny. Like it's like, and I'm not saying your regular voice. I'm saying like the voice you give to like Serious Sam, like the way that
Yeah,
cadence
no, I
is.
appreciate
It's
that. I
like
feel you.
it.
No, call me whatever you want, nerd out however you want. We just met. It's cool. I'm used to it. I've had these conversations
Yeah.
before with people,
Mhm.
and then like a week later, after they get to know me, they're like sitting with a beer and we're just talking shit like old friends. It's happened so many times I
So
can't even count, dude.
but like, yeah, because God of War for me was just like absolutely, I like as an adult now because I'm 23 now, and I was like, wow, this is like a cinematic fucking masterpiece. This like whole revenge
Oh
story,
yeah,
and then
iconic,
yeah,
iconic game. Yeah,
and then Silent Hill was another big one for me, way ahead of its time
yeah.
too. That game, and then now Serious Sam, I was like, wow, like what, like how, why did I miss this as a child? And all the games I've gotten are from like my brother, all the games he got in, and like he never played Silent Hill. I had to play Silent Hill as like an 18-year-old, and he was like, nah, I'm more Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2 is the shit. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you should have got Silent Hill 2 with that package, but
I
yeah,
mean, both great series, in their own right.
yeah, for sure,
But
yeah.
Silent Hill definitely has more of that creepy vibe going on to it, whereas, Resident Evil is more about jump scares and, action.
Yo,
So,
actually, yeah, yeah, for sure. No, I just put him on Serious Sam, and he was like, yo, and he was like, damn, bro, I missed out. And I know we were having a conversation about it with my family. They were like, oh, like, did he tell you about the game? Or I'm like, no, I told him about the game. I'm like, dude, like, we should play this. It has co-op. I'm like, dude, it has fucking 16 player co-op. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't have 16 friends to hop on with. I was like, what the hell? Like, oh, that's you could do that even on like the. I'm assuming you could. Yeah, you could do that on the PS5 version. I don't know if you do it on the 360 version where you can have 16 player co-op. I don't think so.
I don't know. I
No.
haven't really tested the limits of that. I mean, I like back in when the first game came out, first couple games came out, we got on some pretty good sized servers, just among the community because we'd all grown friends at that point. All the guys who were contributing lines. Hell, I'm still friends with some of them today.
That's
But
good.
yeah, that was back when I had more free time to do bullshit like that.
To dwell a little bit more off of Serious Sam, are you still doing, or are you, or like, do you, if you don't do it anymore, do you miss doing horror photography? But majority of the question I'm trying to ask is like, do you still do horror photography, or no, not no more? Because you did bring up the fact that you don't have a lot of free time anymore. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's
No, I was
changed.
doing most of my photography when I lived in Washington State. And I was working as a strip club DJ, and I had access to a lot of girls who were into creepy shit because that part of the country, you get that kind of people,
Yeah.
and a lot of girls who also happen to be entertainers. So it was a part of the vibe of what I did, and I had a lot of free time because I'd only work a few hours a night. Um,
Yeah.
so but yeah, I don't really do that anymore. I've been getting into generative AI a lot lately, so
Mm.
that's how I express myself artistically.
Right.
Since I don't have models that I can call over and take pictures of,
Mm.
I just sketch out whatever I'm thinking about in Krita and send that to generative AI to kind of fill it out, and I got my whole process. So, but I've always done creative shit. I just like do different shit depending on circumstances.
All right, that's another question. Yeah, bro, you make me ask a lot of questions when you always bring up something new, and it's so good to learn that part of about you. AI is a big one. I wasn't gonna bring that up myself because I know that's a whole big controversial thing going on. And like I told you in our messages, I don't ever want to ask you anything too personal or anything too controversial.
No, not
Uh,
controversial to me, man. I know there's a
yeah.
lot of people who shit on the technology, but those are a lot of people shit on Photoshop when it was first released too. That's not real photography, but now everybody
Really?
uses it.
I
Oh
never
yeah, you
knew
don't remember that?
that. No.
Yeah, back when digital cameras first came out,
Yeah.
people who were using film cameras were shitting on the digital technology because you're cheating,
Yeah.
because an old roll of film would only have like what I think it was 35 or so pictures on
Yeah.
the film roll, and they're saying when you're doing that, every picture has to count, and
Yeah.
and then you come in with a digital camera and you can take 500 pictures and just pick the best of them. That's not photography, and now you can't find anybody that uses a film camera. It's
Yeah.
just the way things evolve, man. It's always going to be something, and there's
Yeah.
always going to be somebody complaining about it.
Yeah. I agree. That's fun. I'm glad you brought it up because I was like, people are like, oh fuck you. But like, I'm assuming there's gonna be a fan out there, and then you tell them that they're gonna be like, oh, you're weird. You're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. I can just
Yeah,
imagine.
dude.
You're gonna be like,
I
bro,
don't
leave me
care.
alone.
I don't care about nobody's opinion on this shit because
Yeah.
they're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Do you still DJ or no? Like, do you still do it on weekends or on your free time? Do you still do that?
No, no,
No.
I ain't got enough free time for that anymore. It was a
Ah.
fun
Yeah.
period of my life, but yeah, it's not profitable. I have better ways of earning money, and it's just a fun little thing to do. I mean, I've still got my equipment. If somebody wanted me to go like play music at a car show or something, I could, and I might for something low stress like that. But yeah, no, it's not something I care to do.
See, this is why I wanted to interview you because like it's been so many years, or 2 decades. And I was like, okay, let's see how he's doing now. Like obviously I'm gonna market this interview and be like, oh guys, look, this is John J. Dick for the Voice of Serious Sam, and try to see what people be like. Oh, this is cool, and be like, oh, let's see how this guy's doing now, because I know it's been a while since you did interviews, and I'm surprised you don't have more interviews. Just and I'm like, yeah, man, this guy, he's fucking dope, bro. He's in that cool ass FPS genre. Um,
I don't really put myself out there. I don't have an agent or anything. I just, mind my own business. If someone reaches out to me, yeah, I'm not opposed to doing an interview unless I'm like completely slammed and don't have time or anything.
yeah.
But you happen to catch me at kind of a slow period, so you got me.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was shocked. I was like, just like I was like, when I was playing the game with my brother, and I was like, let me find out who does the voice of this, because a lot of people don't appreciate, you know, people who actually create these characters. They just like, know the character, and I'm like, I want to appreciate the person who's talented and brings that character alive. And I looked you up, and I was like, okay, this guy's not really known like that. I'm like, but and I know a lot of voice actors are not really known like that compared to like the big ones who do like the big AAA games,
Yeah.
um, like kind of like Troy Baker, the one who does, I forgot what his name was, the one who does Rick Taven for Zombies, or Nathan Drake, um,
Oh,
and
oh
yeah,
fuck, I forgot his name
yeah,
too.
no,
I know who you're talking about though. Fuck, his voice is amazing. God, I wish I had his pipes. Jesus. But yeah,
yeah, he changes so much. You can still hear just a little bit of him, like that his actual voice. Well, obviously it's going to be like that, but the
yeah.
way he can change from like the different cadence and like the different sounding voice of the characters is really, really, really crazy. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
I don't blame you for wanting his pipes.
Oh, dude, I can't do that shit. But I've never had any vocal training either, so I just learned to yell because my dad yelled at me a lot when I was a kid, and I yelled back. So there was that.
Yeah, I remember telling my brother, I was like, yeah, like, dude, this guy, like, I just looked him up. like all he did was send out a letter because he was DJing in Texas at the time, and like he's like, "You guys, if you guys need me for voice services, let me know." And then like I guess they had a competition going on, like, hey, like send your voice lines or send your own voice lines, and we'll see who wins. And I'm guessing you obviously you won. And my brother was like, "What the fuck? That's it? Like he just that's it? He just won?" I'm like, "Yeah, he probably had
Oh,
a
there wasn't even a competition for the job.
oh
You know,
really?
yeah, the send in your voice lines was for lines that I would say in the game.
Oh, okay. Because I was looking it up, it was saying that it was a competition. It said I don't. It probably was a bad source, but it was saying like yeah that Crow Team did a competition for people to submit their voice lines. Unless that's just they probably did it
No,
wrong.
the competition was for people to send in lines to get into the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So I probably read that wrong. So I probably read that wrong.
as far as yeah, no, yeah, it's an easy misunderstanding. No, as far as how I got the job, I think I mentioned it to him. They said, we were thinking about that, getting a voice actor. Why don't you send us a demo? And I think they got like a couple other people to send them demos too,
Mm.
just to, just for the sake of, getting some comparison. But I mean, they weren't really a well-known studio, and they didn't have the budget.
Yeah.
And I mean, that they weren't signed or anything. I was just doing it for fun. I was like, dude, you don't have to pay me. You can just send me a couple copies of the game. And they're like, all right, cool. And then they got signed, and then they got money, and then they're like, well, since we're making money, we'll pay you. So they treated me right, and I've been with them ever since.
Yeah,
So
you don't hear about that. Like when you told me that, I was like, wow, that's really nice. Like I've heard like of other situation scenarios that like people like they forget about them, or sometimes like there's even like AAA companies that will literally like just kick you to the curb and not pay you at all. Like they'll give you the recognition, but they won't pay you. Like that was really nice for them to be like, you know
there's
what?
some shady people out there, but no, no,
No,
no. Crow Team, all those guys, they're real guys. They're in it for the love of the game as much as I am.
hell yeah, man. Yeah, I would love to see you do more stuff. Like like, and if it's just if Serious Sam is the only thing you majority do or mostly known for, I mean that voice is so fucking hilarious. I wouldn't mind you in like more games or like more DLCs for other games, especially for the boomer shooters, the FPS genre. So like that would be fun, you know. But yeah, man, it was fun just finding out about the game and just like buying it on everything. I have it on Steam. I bought it for my brother on Steam. I didn't even tell my friends, bro. Like, yo, like there's an old ad you on your YouTube that you're doing the Serious Sam voice, and you're like, Serious Sam is 75% off. Go get this shit now. So much shit flying at you. And I was like, and I sent it to all my friends, and they're like, hey, this post is from 14 years ago. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just go to Steam right now and get this shit right now. I'm like, we can all play right now. Like I've been telling everybody,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, just get it. Like it's simple fun. Also, too, just to let you know, I don't know if you have or if you know anybody else who has. I just beat it yesterday on Serious, the first encounter. So, and I know like,
No way.
yeah, and
Right on.
on the PS app, it says like only like 6% of people or 0.6% of people have achieved that on the achievement, the trophy for that. And
Yeah, I have a hard time playing games on a controller like that. So
no,
I couldn't even beat the game probably on just normal difficulty on a controller. I'm just not used to it at all.
for sure.
But
Damn. So
so
you used to more PC, yeah, because you said PC Master
yeah,
Race.
I'm all about that PC life. Yeah.
For sure, man. All right, I don't want to take up too much of your time. We're about to hit that 60 mark in about 10 minutes. Um, is there anything you want to just say? Because I have one more question after this, but anything you want to say to like the people out here? Anything you feel you just have to have an opinion on, or something you just have to say, or anything, or anything about the game,
Oh,
the new game.
I got nothing really to promote. Dude, I just work a blue collar job now, and I mean, obviously play Shatterverse when it comes out. I mean,
For sure, I'm gonna get that.
but outside of that, I don't know. I got my little projects. Keep your eye on me. Maybe one of these days I'll actually complete one of my projects. I'm working a fun little game right now called Dungeon Idol, but I don't have a Steam page up for it or anything, so you can't check it out.
Okay.
But hey, if I get to the point where I'm actually going to complete that game, I'll just reach out to you and we'll do another interview and we'll talk about it.
For sure, man. So that's one. I might actually add in another question. Because Shadowverse is coming out later this year. So I know there's different Sams now, and there's different voice actors. Did you work with those voice actors?
In the same studio at the same time, you mean?
Yeah, because I know you.
No,
No. Oh, okay.
no. They just have us in a studio by ourselves recording the lines in isolation, as it were.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I obviously I know I've got the script in front of me, so I can see what the other characters are saying, so on and so
Mhm.
forth. But we all just read our lines, and I think I was the first one to read lines, so I didn't even have anybody to listen to play off of. So they're all playing off of me, I guess.
Yeah, because I know you play one of the characters. The trailer, there's well, all the other Sam spawn, and then you spawn last. And I think what the fuck did you say? That's the funniest. I just like the way you say it. I think you said ready for battle. Or no, did you say that
Yeah, I think that was it.
in
Yeah,
the
I
trailer?
forget.
Yeah. So they brought back that
Yeah.
out. I know they have like a fucking short, thick Sam. I was showing one of my friends the game, the trailer for that, and they thought like the little short Sam. It looks like a short Johnny Bravo. Um,
A little bit, I can see that. Yeah.
and then I know there's the one that interests me a lot, and I can't wait to play is it's like the Reptoid, the fucking
The
what's
Reptiloid.
the Reptiloid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know that one. You're playing that or version of Sam, and I'm like, yo, that's interesting. You got like four guns on his fucking four arms, four hands and shit. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, that's gonna be interesting. Um, so I can't wait for that. Um, but yeah, that's interesting that they didn't have you guys like be in the same room because usually from other behind the scenes you
No,
would see
because
that.
you gotta be able to adjust the levels for each character individually. So you gotta record them on
Oh,
their own track, and if you have two people across the room from each other, you're gonna have them slipping into each other's microphones a little bit, in the
hmm.
background. So it kind of messes up the mixing.
So even
So yeah, they always like will have voice actors record in separate
mm,
studios or separate sound booths.
yeah. Yeah, so even if because I would see behind the scenes there would be people in the same booths, sometimes not the same booths, but they'll be cut off from each other, but like they're like I don't know, that's weird. Maybe like I don't know anything about like music engineering or like doing stuff like that. But I mean, just from what I see, right? It's like being a child. When you see something, you just start asking questions. I like from what I've seen, I would be like, oh, I would assume like you would be in the same room with them sometimes because I would sometimes see that on like behind the scenes of certain projects. But that's good. That's news for me, so that's good. I appreciate
Yeah,
letting me
no,
know that.
we're not even in the same town most of the time. Like I think the only
Wow.
time I've ever actually met one of the voice actors was on Serious Sam 2. The woman who played Natrixa happened to be in Austin at the same time I was.
Hmm.
So Mike Wilson took us both out to lunch, and we got to meet each other, but
Hmm.
we weren't recording in the same studio at the same time or anything either. So
That's another one I was playing today on the 360, the double DXXL, and there's a line in there with about the Tresker, like, damn, why did you get so hot? That was really good. Like that, and it was like I was playing in the living room, and like my family's like, "What the fuck are you playing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." So
yeah. No, Adrienne, she the one who I was talking about played Nitrixa.
yeah,
She's like a yoga instructor and an actress. But yeah, so she keeps herself in good shape. I mean, I hope she doesn't like get too creeped out by me saying this, but she's fucking hot.
bro, you got that old
She
school
she
old school vibe
she
and not caring. I love it, dude. I just fucking love it.
she's good people though. I love her to death.
Okay, real quick before we get you out of here, are you okay with me? I'm not gonna like try to just be like ask too much from you. Are you okay with saying three voice lines in the Serious Sam voice, or do you only prefer doing
Sure.
one?
What
Okay, because
what you got
I
for
have
me?
three favorite ones. So I have it's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye. I have
Okay.
uh this one was fucking funny. It was right after I beat the game on hard, where you like go in the alien ship and you're like spinning and it's like Geronimo, or you just like that shit's fucking hilarious. What was the last one? There's another one. Oh, I fucking love that one where it's not the size that matters. It's how you use it. So
Okay.
if you could
Yeah,
do those
sure.
three in the series half voice, that would be great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
Geronimo! Oh. What was the third one? I'm sorry.
It's not the size that matters. It's how you use it.
Oh, yeah. It's not the size that matters. It's how you use it.
It ain't the size that matters, it's how you use it.
Oh, that was perfect. That was great. Oh my god. Yeah, my brother's gonna tweak out when I show him this. He's gonna be like, "What the?" Man. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you, Sam. Seriously. Oh, sorry.
Hey, no.
John.
My pleasure, man.
I got a little carried there,
It's all
fanboy.
good. It's all good. You can call me whatever you want to.
I appreciate that though, John. I appreciate it. You're very.
What's the name of your YouTube channel? I haven't got it yet, so
Oh,
maybe
for sure.
you could use it.
The One Signal. It's called the One Signal.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be like THE, obviously, and then one, the number one, and then Signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody make hold on. Everybody make sure you go check out the One Signal for the best content on the YouTubes.
Oh
According
my
to him.
Serious Sam Steam sale on now. 75% off the entire Serious Sam library. If there are any gaps in your collection, this would be an opportune time to fill those gaps. Serious Sam is one of the most, if not the most, action-packed and insane shit flying everywhere. Holy fuck, what the hell just happened? Did I just literally have my ass handed to me on a silver platter? First-person shooters that ever has been or ever will be made. Get it? Get it now. Then go through a time machine and slap your younger self for not buying the game sooner.